Good afternoon and welcome to Speak. I'm Dion Williams. Today is May 2nd, 2023. Today, I want to speak on the beginning of the sales process, the greeting and the warm up. Okay. Obviously, the greeting is what it is. It's professional, it's a handshake, it's courteous, it's, um, it's well mannered, you know, just a professional greeting. And then now the greeting really takes you into the warm up, which is to me a critical part of the sales process. Why it's critical? It's critical because one, first impressions. It's critical because how you speak, how you come across, establishes some sort of immediate credibility or rapport, or it immediately kills or de-establishes any credibility or rapport you might have been able to establish with this person. So it's one or the other. Okay, so how you approach it really determines the outcome. So I'm gonna say how you approach it. Just simply quick, professional. You know, John, good to meet you. I'm Dion Williams. Thanks for having this meeting, or thank you for taking this appointment, or whatever it is immediately. So, professional greeting and immediate thanks, okay? Then we roll into the warm up. Now, a lot of salespeople struggle with warm ups because warm ups require a lot of common knowledge, in my opinion. Basically, the ability to talk about the weather credibly, movies, art, theater, sports. The more you have in your repertoire as far as common knowledge, the easier it is going to be for you to establish rapport with someone pretty quickly. And I say that because obviously I'm a sports guy, but I also like the arts. I also pay attention to common use and those types of things. And just mostly for my own growth and interest, I'm interested in a lot of things. So, and being interested in those things enables me to have credible conversations about a lot of things, which makes it easier for me to establish some sort of immediate rapport. Because the thing that people are looking for is someone who knows what they're talking about, someone who understands what it is they need, someone who knows how to listen and go about acquiring what they need from this person to be able to make a suggestion. So you have to do certain things to be credible. Um, and one of the things I was going to talk about, and this is the one I want to focus on, I'm going to focus on what we call, in timeshare, we call it baby negatives, which is someone to be terrified of is someone who says yes to everything and nods to everything. It's more than likely compliance, but I promise you they have questions and things they don't agree with, or they're not considering making this purchase or decision right now. So they can agree to everything because there's no purchaser pressure. There's no pressure. They feel no pressure to actually make a decision. So they're talking to you. So obviously that's one of the things you have to establish. Is it something they need right now, or is it something they're going to wait a year on, or a month, or 2 months? But in order to get there, the warm up. So for example, I'm kind of odd. I like the Yankees and also like the Red Sox, which is, if you live between Boston and New York, those two groups really don't like each other. But I'm a sports guy and I admire the franchises, okay? So I can talk about both, you know, from the fact that I was a Yankees guy first, it's a Boston guy second. So being able to be honest and genuine is the major part of a warm up, of a good warm up. If you can't be honest and genuine about what's going on, you already know what you're there for, what the meeting's about, and all those things. So you don't really have to worry about that. This is just a moment to talk about who you are as people. You know, um, you know, would do over the weekend. They enjoy that with their family. Listen and be genuine about interest. And that's the warm up connectivity that a lot of people miss, because a lot of people are asking those questions in order to get to their agenda. They really don't care about what type of weekend this person have, or they really don't like their shoes. I only deal with things I like or I want to talk about. So when I meet with someone, 99% of the chance, 99% of the time, they're gonna be wearing something, a color I like. They might like a team I like. There's always a common bond or denominator. You just have to be really quick about finding what it is to really have that moment of stress-free conversation before you roll into a sales pitch or a sales presentation. Because this is what's going to establish trust and some respectability in terms of them listening to what you're about to talk about. If you don't establish that, most of what you're talking about is going to be you talking to talk about it. So keep in mind, baby negative. So for example, I'm not a Washington Redskins fan. So if someone's wearing a Redskins jersey, I'd say, based on the last few years, I might say, hey, man, it's been tough the last few years for you guys. But we're going to have an honest conversation about them as a fan and me as a fan of whatever team I'm a fan of. It's not going to be afraid of people who agree. It's like, I'm a Yankees fan. I'm a Yankees fan too. Oh yeah, I like the Knicks. I'm a Knicks fan too. Oh yeah, Green's my fan. Those people, in terms of what they do, in terms of the destabilization of credibility, is the worst thing, because the people who aren't genuine or who aren't real are the ones that get the most press, or the ones that people remember the most. It isn't the ones who are happy with what they. It's the one who actually complain the most. So critical. You have to warm up well if you want the rest of the sales process to go well. And a part of that is being able to use baby negatives, being genuine about things you like, things you don't. But the thing is, you're not going to bring up what you don't like. But if an opportunity comes up, which there will be opportunities to say, someone's going to say, oh, well, are you a Sox fan too? Well, no, I'm not. You see what I'm saying? I am. But if someone says to me, oh, are you think about what team, or are you a Cincinnati Bengals fan? I say, no, I'm not. But I admire what the Cincinnati Bengals have done the last couple of years in terms of when they drafted Joe Burrow and the team that they've built. Compared to the last 25 years or so since Ickey Woods. So credible conversations. So let me get into a little bit more on warm-ups and building rapport as I go through the series of information on sales and sales coaching, training, and development. And once again, this is my forum, speaking on sales and the sales process. And today I was speaking on greeting and warm-up. So guys, subscribe to the channel. Give me some feedback. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like for me to speak on, or anything else that I can elaborate on, of anything that I've spoken about, or anything that I've talked about so far. And hope to catch you guys on the next video.